Welcome to the Other Dads podcast. Two first-time fathers trying not to screw this up.
Welcome back to episode 22, Dosi Dos. 22 of the Other Dads podcast. Two first-time fathers trying not to screw this up. It's episode 22, and we've got a special one.
In case you didn't know Spanish.
In case for our non-bilingual listeners. And we've got well, it makes sense. Two twos. We got two couples. We got the wives on tonight.
Whoa. The Lady A and Lady G together.
In the studio. Not yet.
The truth will come out.
Yeah, this could be the end of the podcast.
These guys suck.
It's been a long time coming. I think we originally planned once a month, and well, it's episode 22. So
that's how it's done.
Yep. But first, Christian, we've got a game to pick, and it hasn't started yet.
Yeah, this is what we expected this was going to be like most weeks, but
look at us, huh?
We're doing it. You guessed it. It's football. It's Monday Night Football, and we got Bills, Jets, classic uniform game. I think this is the first time in a while that this game actually means anything.
Well, last year it was going to mean something, and then somebody got hurt on the fifth play.
Yeah. So yeah, we're excited for this game. I think it's going to be a good one. I know no one cares about my fantasy team, but a lot on the line. A lot of pride. So, can you get the generator out
again?
Yep. The coin.
You pushed so hard for the coin, and then you just have abandoned it.
Well, I had to move downstairs because my son sleeps in his crib now, and that kind of, the coin's up there. It's a non-portable coin.
Okay. It's stuck. All right. Here we go. Coin flip. Oh.
Who would have guessed?
Heads. Oh, this is a tough pick. I also, for those listening, I the last two episodes, I told Christian, I said, I'm going to stop doing the end of game updates at the end of the episodes. If anybody had caught those after the outro, I'm going to have to bring it back because it was the only way I kept track of the series. I think you're up one. I think it might be 10-9. You?
Yeah, I've been on a hot streak. You got real big in your britches, and I've been on a heater.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get for your britches now.
I'm gonna get a little risky here, and I'm gonna take the Jets.
Oh, nice.
Spark at home with the interim coach. Not sure about this Bills offense. Give me the Jets. Jets.
Jets. I'll take the Bills. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I had to take them, but I kind of want to go switch up my lineup real quick then. But
no, it's okay.
This will work. Yeah, I think Bills started off 3-0, now 3-2, so I think we don't know who they are.
Christian, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking my last Modelo in the fridge.
Modelo.
22. Modelo.
Quick draft. Rank them. Corona, Modelo, Pacifico, and Dos Equis.
Landshark wins.
Was not in the draft.
Corona 1. Modelo 2. I don't know. I like Corona on a summer day. I like Modelo every day.
Versatile.
Still going Corona 1. So I love a summer day. Modelo 2. Dos Equis 3 and Pacifico 4. I'm not a Pacifico guy.
Yeah, neither am I. And I think I've maybe never had a Dos Equis.
They're good.
I've also never had a Modelo.
Oh,
so
dude, you're missing out. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking one of my favorites. It's finally fall's out. This is one of my favorite fall beers, and it is a Fat Tire.
Why a fall beer?
It's an amber. It's an ale. It's not exactly a hot day kind of beer.
I like a good Fat Tire. I always call it a flat tire, but I like a good Fat Tire.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, it's a good solid beverage.
Nice, man.
All right, Christian. Well, before we get into some things this week, before we talk to the wives, I wanted to start off with one of our bonus segments. It occurs once a month, maybe. And that is, how old is your kid?
He is 5 days away from being 4 months. Bang.
Well done.
What about you?
Fact check. Fact check.
That's true. What
Okay.
about you, Josh? Couple weeks?
Um. Well, I can see my calendar emblem here on my laptop. So do the math. 2 months and 5 days.
Wow. Have you lost track of the weeks?
Oh yeah, I was saying I think I was stuck on 6 for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, the weeks thing, I think you're supposed to keep it for a while. I lost it pretty quick. Around month 3, the weeks got real confusing because 4
Mhm.
weeks in your head equals a month, but he was like 12 weeks, but only not even 3 months yet. So it's really confusing in my head.
All right, Christian. Couple things from last week. I just wanted to revisit. I mentioned stress purchase of the week. I bought my son a Terry McLaurin jersey, and I don't know if you saw, but he had 2 touchdowns this weekend.
Yeah, because of JA.
JA was wearing the jersey. I do have a bone to pick with the people at Target. 2 letters are already falling off the back of his name, so
What's it say now?
kind of might have been a waste of money. Lady G might have been right. It's kind of a sad Terry McClure.
Maybe he'll be able to
The,
pronounce that.
yeah, the I and the N are struggling, but it was pretty cool to see him get 2 touchdowns when JA was rocking the jersey. Give him something to aspire to.
Was he watching the game?
He was. He was.
How's Lady G feel about that?
She's not a huge fan. However, I'll discuss it later in vocab of the week. But he's having trouble looking to the right. But he had no problem looking to the right when football was on. So
Oh, there we go.
they're supposed to do some stretches. I think just put football on.
Just turn the
That's
game on,
kind of
baby.
that's what we should do.
Yeah, Lady A is not a fan of screen time, but my son loves Red Zone, and who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
I mean, I have this amazing video where he like could not be interrupted from watching football. You like turn him, and his head stays on the TV.
It's fascinating. My second thing to revisit from last week. You mentioned you guys were going to bed earlier, new bedtime.
Yeah,
And I think I've fallen in line with you here the last couple weeks, and not by choice. I am just purely running out of steam at about 9:15 every day.
yeah, that's real.
It's like I want to keep watching the game, hanging out. Nope, I'm out. I can't even keep my eyes open.
You sleeping on the couch?
I definitely take a quick appetizer sleep on the couch.
That's the best. Yeah, that's why we're recording on time. I think is because of my new bedtime. So that's why we're getting some good content before the game starts. But yeah, no, the at first I bought a bunch of melatonin to try to make myself sleep. I don't think I need it now. I think I'm used. It was very quick. I adopted
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I don't need anything. I need something to keep me awake. Caffeine's not doing it.
Doesn't hit like it used to.
Christian, how was your week? What was going on with you guys?
Yeah, we went on our first little staycation. Oh no, that's not
Long
right.
time coming.
That's not right. We went on our first mini getaway.
Okay, is that the official name?
Yeah, you can say long time coming again.
Do you get a long time coming? Do you get travel agents for that?
No, we just booked a Airbnb. Basically, my criteria was I needed a hot tub and I needed to be able to see the water, like be on the water. Because the thing with a kid, like you're like, you know what? Let's get near the water, but no, because then you have to go to the beach. I just wanted to be on the water, and then like I don't know, it just whatever it took to be able to do stuff would still have the monitor with you. That was the key, and it made for an amazing weekend. I think it was really like a retreat, and we got to recharge and spend time with the Lord and talk about what
Rejuvenate.
talk about what we're grateful for. Um, yeah, and JJ's in such a fun phase right now where he just super laughy. He thinks I'm hilarious, which is awesome. Yeah, so it was a really good time. Gosh, packing. I don't know how you guys don't pack a whole freaking carload. He needs so much stuff. I don't understand.
What does he need?
He needs something to sleep in.
He has a couple outfits, something to sleep in,
It's not that it's
diapers.
clothes. It's stroller is like half of the freaking trunk. And then he has obviously his car seat, but then he has a bassinet. Then he has a diaper bag.
You gotta get the pack and play that you can it comes in like a bag.
Yeah. He has that, but it's still
Okay.
it's another thing. It takes forever to unpack everything.
Yeah.
He needs shower stuff, soap for the shower, lotion.
That can all go with yours, though.
I don't know, man. He just
Is he a Head and Shoulders guy?
no. I don't know what is Cetaphil.
Okay, all right. Was it the payoff that you were looking for? It's been a long time coming, like I said.
Yeah,
Was it everything you dreamed of?
I think the reason why it worked was the extended weekend. If it was 2 days, I don't think it would have worked. We had basically 3.5,
Mm.
and being able to have 2 full, like all Saturday and all of Sunday was, I think it was, yeah, it was a big payoff. And like I said,
And that's
the hot tub was key
yeah.
because once baby goes down and you're stuck in the perimeter of the monitor, it's like that was what I didn't want to do. I'm like, why travel if there's nothing else at nighttime for me to do? Then why travel?
You guys can get a hot tub in the backyard.
I've thought about it, but I totally see like having strangers in my hot tub all the time. Hey, what are you doing over there?
Just taking a bath. That's true.
Hey, I know we're neighborly, but this isn't cool.
Oh, where are the clothes here, Jim?
What about you, man? How was your weekend or week?
It was a busy week. I had an appointment with JA on Wednesday, got his first shot, and first really, I mean, that's the most aggressive cry you can get is the shot cry.
Mm.
And I was holding him, so that was not fun. It's good though. They have it's like a 10-second silent scream build up, and then it comes out.
Oh man, the charge up is amazing.
So much pain. It's honestly, you know what it is? It's like an elf
Yes.
when he goes to that's exactly what it is. When I think he gets a shot.
No, he gets a prick.
Yeah, exactly. And he does like the same thing. But he did that, and there were some other things that came from that I'll talk about later when we get to segments. We had some family come in and stay with us.
How was sleep after the shots?
It was interesting. So um, the first night was terrible.
Yep.
Well, I wouldn't say it was terrible. He just was like grumpy the rest of the day. Second day was awesome. Then third day wasn't great. I don't think that was because of the shot, but we just were like in this every other day since then.
Huh.
But yeah, we did switch the schedule this week, and his bedtime now is at 7.
Oh, all
So
right.
we kind of move the schedule up and sleep. Well, it was interesting. The first night we did it, he went from 7 to 4,
Let's go.
which was
That's
awesome,
amazing.
really cool. Still kind of waking up here and there, needing the pacifier put back in, like I talked about last week. Then the next night he did 7 to 3,
Let's go.
and then I think last night he did 7 to 2.
All right,
So
going the wrong way.
going the wrong way. But so it's a lot better. He's making some progress there.
Part of you thinks, you know what? I'll go to bed at 7.
Well, no, actually, it's not that because this has been awesome for us. Because before, like I said, he was 9. So how it would look for us is I would get home. If I went to the gym, I wasn't really getting home till like 7:30. I would eat dinner. Lady G would eat dinner quick. We'd do bath. She would feed him, put him down at 9, and then Lady G was like, "Well, I'm going to bed. Been up all day, and I want to sleep when he sleeps." And so I usually wasn't going to bed yet. So for the last 7 weeks, we weren't really getting much time together
Yep.
without him, other than, when somebody would come to visit. And so, yeah, this last week has been awesome being able to put him down at 7 and then getting to have dinner and talk, hang out for a little bit. But I wanted to ask you, the problem with that is 7 is really inconvenient when it comes to like social life.
Oh, yeah.
We had our small group last week, first time with the new schedule. Had to do a Canadian goodbye with JA and peace out of there about 30 minutes early because we were trying to get through there without the feeding, but he was like, "I'm supposed to eat now."
Yep.
So what have you guys been doing like when you've had to be out and it's bedtime, or you guys had that? You guys like, we're leaving, we're home.
Yeah, no, all that. Yeah, I think I'm totally in alignment with there. Sorry, I know this is an original question. I think, yeah, the early bedtime is for the baby, but also it's just for mom and dad to like kick it for a
Mm-hmm.
little bit, just like, hey, how was your day? I haven't really talked to you all
Mhm.
day. So that's been such a blessing to get that time together. So yeah, I'm glad you guys are enjoying that. I know everyone to each their own, so do what you want to do, but I really enjoy that part of it. In regards to his bedtime, yeah, I mean, we don't stay out after his bedtime. uh, we don't do our small group is like mine is men's and Angela's is women's, so we don't have a joint one. So
Mm.
that is definitely a conundrum on like because basically like I just go to mine and she goes to hers. But yeah, if we were both out, but yeah, we just leave. I mean, we like or we'll have like neighbors over for dinner, and we say, hey, like you can come over from 5:30 to 6:30, but then we have to start bath time. Like that's just kind of
Yeah, well, like, so
a hard stop.
we had some friends over last week for, like, a game night, but they came over, I think, like, right at 7, so it was basically we put him down, and then we were hanging out with him after,
Oh, that's
which, like,
dope.
yeah, like, that totally works, but the problem is it's, like, it's hard to be out and do anything, which means, like, if we wanna hang out with people, it almost needs to be during the day or, like, afternoon, and then if we have anything like a small group or going out to dinner, whatever it is, it's like, I don't know how to make it work and keep him on track right now. But, like, there's gonna be times where we're gonna have to be like, "Okay, we can't," whenever we're traveling or something like that, so it's like, I don't know how you do it.
I I don't know. What do you mean? I feel like you could just cater your life to never interrupt it.
That sounds horrible, though.
It does, but it's not forever. You know, it's like a year.
Yeah,
It's like a whole year of never
that's a lot
of never
that's a long time.
of never doing anything after 7:30.
Of never yeah. Yeah, so I don't know, so I guess we're kinda gonna go through that together now.
Yeah, maybe that's why you maybe that did you relate to me when I talked about, like, being stuck inside it so early? Maybe it was, like, not hitting. Now it's gonna hit. You're like,
Yeah, I mean, I've got a delay from you, we've definitely been experiencing it, like, but I think I'm not as annoyed with it yet just because I'm loving the time when it's us, but it's
yeah.
whenever we're trying to do anything else, it's like, "This is a nightmare."
Yeah, I mean, you're like I love your question, like, "How do I do it?" I'm like,
Yeah,
I never even thought about it. It's like, it's not that's a
it's just
non-option.
it's also it's also funny because I know, like, I think I've talked with you about this before. Like, I used to pre-kids, I would judge people so much that were, like, had kids but couldn't make time to, like, hang out with friends or do things, and even in our small group, like, there's been times where people had just had a baby, and it was like they would come for, like, 30 minutes, and they'd be like he'd cry once, and they'd be like, "We gotta go," and or they wouldn't come, and I'm like, "Come on, like, what's the big deal? Like, just he's fine. You guys are fine." And then it was like first time with him. It's like, "Oh, we're gonna leave. I get it now." It's hard because I do think it's hard because it kind of feels selfish, and at certain times, it's like we still have to, be able to do things in our life and like see people and have community and whatnot. But it's also like his sleep determines our like sleep and well-being too.
Yeah.
Um,
Quickly go from, "Let's stay out and have a good time," to punching yourself in the head at 4 AM.
yep,
So,
yeah,
it's not worth it. Like,
yep,
you go ahead and be mad at me, other single guy in small group, because I
yep,
don't care.
yeah, exactly. All right, last thing before we get to the ladies here is that we did have another date night with is it grandma and granddad? Is that what we're calling them? With grandma and granddad in town. We came home from work, fed him, put him down, said, watch him while he sleeps. We're hitting the town. Went out and got some dinner. Was a little faster than we expected. It was only an hour. We thought, hey, I mean, it's only 8. He's sleeping anyways. That was the great part. It was like, there's nothing else to do now. It's not like we got to be back
That's
home at
right.
9 again to feed him. Like, what should we do? Should we go somewhere? We have time to kill. And we said, you know what? We need batteries and a new shower liner. Let's go to Walmart.
Oh, let's
And
go. That's a good time.
we went to Walmart for about 30 minutes, walked around.
Weren't you guys dressed up for
Um,
date night? Lady G in a dress walking around Walmart?
I wouldn't say dress. No, no, not that. It was more casual date night.
Okay,
I think I was wearing a flannel and jeans.
nice.
But yeah, I mean, I was a little like head over heels in Walmart, you know.
What? I don't get it.
Uh I was just, feeling the date night.
You were just loving that time?
Well, yeah, loving Lady G. We were in Walmart. I was making out in aisle 3.
Ooh, all right.
Lady G was like, "Stop!" And I was like, "Babe, this. I mean,
This is our moment.
this is our time. What else to do?"
You guys pulled up on the furniture section and got comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, found a nice futon.
Nice.
Or mainstays futon, $99.99.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds fun, man. I'm glad you guys got another date night. We just said yes to a babysitter, so I think date nights are coming on soon.
Oh, well, good. I wanna touch back. I want to circle back on that next week and find out how the final interview process went for the babysitter.
Yeah. Well, without further ado, let's get the ladies on.
Let's do it.
What's up, Lady G and Lady A? Welcome to the Other Dads podcast. I think you both have been on in various forms of kind of recorded material, but I think this is the first time live, right? For both.
No, Lady G was on a phone call.
And Lady G was on a
yeah.
phone call. Yeah.
Wow.
Phone a
Wait,
friend.
you were? Oh yeah, that was good. Lady A, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking a mango margarita from what Cayman Jack, is that right?
Yep.
Amon.
What about you, Lady G?
Long time ago, Josh had a Blue Moon that was non-alcoholic on the podcast, and he hated it.
I had 2.
They were still in the fridge, and so I was like, we're just gonna try them, and they're not that bad. I don't know what he's talking about. They're kind of good.
They're horrible.
Yeah, Josh almost threw up.
Lady G's being a trooper though, because I bought 6. I had those 2. They haven't been touched since. I think that was episode 3.
I believe in you, Lady G. You're doing the hard work.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get into it.
Our next, our first question. You may have seen it coming. What is your stance on leashing children?
The inhumane leashing of children.
Oh my gosh.
Just learn how to discipline your children.
Mm.
I feel like we got a lot of hand-me-down books about like baby life, but I think people should just start doing more hand-me-down of like parenting books, and there will be less children on leashes.
That's good.
So the hand-me-downs we got were,
they're all like how to sleep train and like breastfeeding and the first like month of life, which is just like survive and try to sleep.
Maybe they're saving those hand-me-downs for us later.
Maybe they're coming. But yeah, it's just like some discipline, be a mean but nice parent.
We should write that book. Don't leash your kid.
How to discipline.
Lady A? Get out.
Oh.
I'm gonna be a bit maybe just contrary, I guess. I feel like my thing is like you just gotta find what works for your family. And so if that is like what works for your family and like keeps everyone less stressed, I mean,
not this family.
That's my opinion. I think,
Lady, are you speaking for potential listeners out there, or are you just speaking for yourself? I want you to say it with your chest.
Yeah, no, I feel that way. I do feel like you got to find what works for your family, and that's for everybody. So I do feel like, if a certain child has like a certain difficulty or challenge and like you just got to get to the airport and make it to the next terminal on time, if you got to do that for 30 minutes to like get to where you need to be, then like you got to do you. That's my opinion. But I hear you. Like I definitely like agree with Lady G over here. You got to also like not rely on like things that you could instead like discipline and those sorts of things like that. That's hard work. You got to put in the hard work and then like try not to rely on something if you don't need to. So yeah.
Lady G or Lady A, I think where I'm struggling is, where do you draw the line? You mentioned the airport scenario. Is it okay to just put them in a suitcase and wheel them around the airport?
Yeah, whatever works for your family.
That works. That might work.
Holes in that sucker.
Still pretty small.
I don't know if that one would be working.
He might be in a carry-on
at that point.
That's our argument. Leashing doesn't work for the child.
I mean, have you seen a kid really that upset at this? circumstance.
I've said it one time. I'll say it 100. If you leash, unsubscribe.
Okay, next question.
Yeah, we need to get research. We need to fund some research on how this impacts people long term.
There you go. That would be compelling to listen to.
The prison systems are full of leashed children.
All right. This is kind of a broad one. Since we're now in episode 22. What are some things that what are the things that come to your mind when you think of things we've gotten wrong on the show? I know you're probably like, I've got a list for each episode. But are there any like the top 10, you know? Give us the top 3.
Okay, so
take your time on this one.
Well, I got 2 immediately.
Oh boy.
6 discs loaded up in this thing.
I got 6 discs loaded up.
Okay, well, moments ago, Josh described our new bedtime routine here. Well, sleep.
Is this recency
bedtime.
bias? This seems unfair.
This is accurate. You said he'd been going to bed at 7 for 3 days, and they have been consecutively getting worse. It is Monday. Last Monday is when we started going to bed at 7, and for the first 5 days, he slept till 4 a.m. So we didn't immediately go downhill right away.
Way to
There
go,
was definitely
Jay.
a good couple moments of hope there that was going to last.
Well, time flies when you're having fun.
Okay. Also, last podcast, what were you calling it? You were calling it a rocker the whole time. We never got to bouncy seat. I'm like, it's a bouncer.
Yeah, it is.
Just call it a bouncer.
Oh, I call it a rocker.
Yeah,
It bounces.
Yeah,
Call it a bouncy
not a
seat.
rocker.
I mean,
Who said that? Sure, me.
Both of you.
what's the difference between what's the motion difference?
You had to show him what you were talking about, because if we said bouncy seat, you could have been like, oh yes, probably. I don't know.
I mean, I call it a rocker.
It's been on for a long time. It was very funny.
It definitely doesn't rock.
It does rock. It goes like this.
Well, if you look it up and you're trying to buy one, you need to look up the word bouncer.
Type in bouncy seat. Yes, type in bouncer.
Okay, so you guys are in mutual agreement on that one.
Oh yeah.
Lady A, anything from you over the last couple months?
That's a good question. I don't think anything's coming to mind. I just don't feel. I feel like I have a bunch, but nothing is on my mind right now.
Okay.
There's a lot of times where my brain is like, so close,
Right.
but I can't think of what all of those things are.
Yeah, we've left the medical ever since the baby was born. It's been less medical talk, so I think we're
That is true.
That was a lot of close memories.
Less talk
not as big
about
a failure.
women's anatomy.
All right. Is your experience what you expected it to be?
Maybe. I feel like I didn't really have a great it's gonna be like this. I mean, it's been pretty good so far. I'm glad that he's honestly, our kid is pretty chill as far as babies go. I feel like I don't know if I expected that. Definitely hoped for it, but I wouldn't say I really had a hard expectation after birth. I think I had expectation for birth, but then after that, I was kind of just and then we're gonna go home with a baby, and then life's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I did expect to breastfeed, so I'm able to do that, so that's good. Everything else was kind of guess we're just gonna be winging it, kind of.
Yeah.
I think for me, it is way harder than I could have imagined. It just makes me think of wow, I just can't believe so many people are parents and that people have multiple children. I want multiple children, but having a child, you're like, whoa, how in the world? This is so tough to me. And I think that we are struggling with JJ's food allergies and trying to figure that out. So I know that that's making things more difficult, but it pushes you to your limit. The patience that you need to have, the communication and unity with your partner that you need to have, the lack of sleep that you're going to experience, the just the patience that I think I would underscore patience. I just didn't expect to be pushed to my limits there, and you just have to keep going, you have to take it second by second and take a breath and keep, you can't just okay, you know what, I'm gonna just I'll just take a day off from this, I'll come back ready to rock. Like, no, you got to wake up the next morning and like keep it going. So I think it was just like a lot tougher than I expected, but good as well. Very, very lots of good sweet moments that I didn't know that my heart could like grow as big as it has in experiencing smiles and just caring for our little guy.
So you mentioned birth and expectations. I think, Christian, I know there was one question we talked about, a listener question, and it was like, I don't know what it was, but my answer was like, nothing matters. We talked about that. We laughed about that for a while. Was there anything for you guys, first couple months, like, do you feel like there was something you could have done to prepare more, or like, were there things you did that were like, looking back now, you're like, well, that was dumb, that was pointless? Like, how would you kind of sum up your preparation for becoming moms?
This is not just birth, but also like caring for the child afterwards.
Yeah, I think probably more of that, but yeah.
Yeah, I think more of just the postpartum.
Well, I guess like I would like scroll on Pinterest and there'd be all of these like birth things and this like birth part. I never once like clicked on any article that had to do with C-sections, so that didn't help me at all. So that would be good to know because I didn't have any idea of what the recovery would be like for that. Whereas I felt very prepared to recover for a normal, natural vaginal birth. And then like because I thought I was not gonna have C-section, I feel like I would have been able to do so much more right away. I feel like I wouldn't have needed the help I needed. Like I literally could not get out of bed without Josh like picking me up out of bed.
Mm-hmm.
Like I did not expect that to happen. So I think I expected that I would be able to do so much. And so I didn't really talk to Josh much about like, hey, this is kind of some things you're gonna have to do, or we need to make sure we know how to do, both of us know how to do, because it ended up being I ended up being a lot more unable to do things than I thought I would be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it got better obviously once I could actually like move my body and stand up off the couch. But at first I felt like pretty helpless, I think. And I think I just didn't expect to feel that way for the first several days being home.
Yeah. Sorry, I've just been listening to your answer. I'm like really relating to that for sure. So I have been very like interested in the whole baby experience, pregnancy, birth, postpartum, all of that. So all of the like books and articles, like I like to like research like, okay, what kind of like choices do we want to make like as a family, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like just now, like probably a week ago, I'm having this realization of like, just let go of what the book says, which like is so
Josh,
I know. It's so anti-Angela, like what I'm saying right now, because I'm like,
whoa, Lady A.
oh, sorry, yes. It's like against Lady A. It's very different than who I am. Typically, I love like books and knowledge and like, oh man, this is gonna give so much wisdom. But like the more that I've dug into these things, I'm realizing I just feel like nobody really knows like anything. Like everyone has a different opinion, and there's research that supports like this thing, that thing, and this is the best way to do it, and no, that's terrible or whatever. And I feel like it kind of was just stressful. And so I think if looking back, I would tell myself like, just go with your gut a little bit more, and like it's okay if whatever, like it's good to be like informed and know the facts, and then make your decision. And like there's going to be information out there that supports a different decision. Like you just got to do what it feels right for your family at the end of the day, and not like overthink it too much.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, enough about y'all. We'd like some unfiltered feedback. Let it out. Get it out. What's the thing we do with our kids you dislike the most? Lady G, we'll start with you.
Man, that's really
Dun, dun, dun.
that's so specific.
you like come in from work or whatever, and usually in the evening is like his cranky time, you know? He's just like not the happiest baby in the world. And you will kiss him so hard, and he always cries every time.
If that's the worst thing I do, I am
I'm like,
crushing
please stop. I just got him to just be happy. No, what else do you do? There's one thing that you do that
All
it
right.
just stresses
That
me
was
out
fake,
sometimes.
folks.
Sometimes when you're like, well, right now you have this little brace thing on your arm,
Mm-hmm.
and but you're like totally confident in your ability to pick him up, move him around, hold him,
Mm-hmm.
and it is very stressful to watch. So I'm just like, please don't drop him on his head. Those are the two that are sticking out to me at this very moment.
Thank you for your honesty, Lady G. Nothing, Josh. All right, Lady A.
Sorry for kissing my son with too much love.
I'm crying.
Out of love.
Okay.
You're hurting my neck, Dad. All right, Lady A.
I think Christian has gotten better at this, so I think that we've seen some improvement in this area.
Don't interview answer it, Ange.
But he kind of similar to what Lady G was just saying, like just like too much when they're trying to like
They're babies. You have to be gentle.
yes, they're trying to like be quiet and soothe, and then like Christian will come in trying to soothe and will sing really loudly, like a really loud song, and I'm like, that's not calming him. So I will say there has been some improvement. Like
when the kitten falls,
yeah,
it could be
like it's
could be a
not
heavy metal guy.
good. He doesn't like that. So yeah, that's probably something.
You can let it rip.
I know. Christian also like puts JJ like above his head.
Oh yeah. Toss the pizza. Toss the pizza.
And that concerns me sometimes. It does.
Let it be known I support his neck to the court. I support his neck. But I do let go of his butt, so he kind of flies a little bit.
So yeah, that's definitely a concern of mine.
Cussing the pizza. He loves it. There's
tell.
one
You don't have to sit in the mic.
There's one thing that is foolproof for making him stop crying, and it's toss the pizza. Does it make him what happens whenever he's crying and I do it?
Okay, when you like release on the one hand, I don't like that. But sometimes, if you do this and you're not releasing,
you're doing one-handers.
Yeah. But if you're just like going up and down, kind of like shoulder press with two, that's like, that's fine because he does calm down. I think it just shocks him. I don't think he's actually calm because then when he's done, he brings him back down. He's like, and he goes back to like whatever. So I don't think it actually is effective. I think it just like shocks him for like 10 seconds of quiet, which isn't helpful sometimes.
Yeah. What I would do for 10 seconds of quiet.
Christian, I don't think this is on our list here, but I kind of want to take this question a little bit deeper and go, just because I think we have something that we've talked about, and but more like maybe a biggest like frustration with us, just like as fathers, maybe not like what we do with the baby, but just like in this new season, maybe a difficulty that's new.
Can I have a hint? I feel like you're trying to get me.
Okay, all right. I guess I'll just answer for you.
No, just give me a hint. I probably know what it is.
Me helping you?
Oh.
Asking for help.
Oh, okay. It's also weird. Okay. I feel like recently I've had to like, I'm not good at asking for help. Just if I can do it, like I'll just go do it. But it's like I've done it all day long, so it's like when I feed him in the evening, maybe I should just ask Josh to go change his diaper. But I'm like, it's fine. I don't want to bother him. I'll just do it. But Josh doesn't offer either.
Well, yeah, the flip is that I don't always offer. And sometimes I think, you might do something before. It almost feels like on my end, it's like that you want to do it because you're so quick to do it and you might not ask me. So then like, I don't say anything.
I'm also bad at like, I'll just jump in because you'll ask me like 3 questions, and I'm like, you know where the diapers are, they're right there, or like, you know where that is, it's right, like, I don't want to explain it. Let me just come in and take over. So that's also on me because I just kind of take over sometimes when I do ask you to help.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think part of the reasons I've had so many meltdowns, especially when like you're going, it's me, is that I do feel like pressured to like, handle it all and have things go well so that, you know, that you'll feel more comfortable with me being with him and that like I know what I'm doing. But yeah, so I don't know if this is a question you guys have an answer to, but it wasn't really a question, but just something that I know we have been kind of talking about recently, just kind of our communication and kind of some unspoken, I think, like needs of you feeling like you needed more support and me feeling like I was getting in the way when I was helping sometimes. And so because of that, I felt like I was probably pulling back more than I should.
Yeah, I think that's very common. I don't know. I mean, that's something that we really relate to. And I would say that that's pretty common. I imagine just um trying to figure out how to support one another and letting the other person support you. That's really tough because I think as moms, if we spend more time with the baby, we might be correct in this is what's going to work,
Mhm.
can solve the problem faster, probably. But that's not giving dad a chance to learn how to do it because, the reason that moms or whoever spends more time with the baby, is better. Or, yeah, that's not the right way.
I mean, it's the right
Think
word.
you're better than me?
If we're like,
She thinks she's better than me.
I know. I knew that would offend you. But whoever is like able to problem solve maybe a little bit faster based on what baby needs, like, is because
Nice baby there. Sorry.
yeah, yeah. But they've spent more time with the
Mhm.
baby, so that's how we know what to do. But if I keep, taking JJ from Christian because I'm like, oh, okay, all he needs to do is like be bounced like this way and not be saying too loudly for like 5 minutes and he's going to calm down, he's going to go to bed. That's in my head, But like I
Mhm.
have to let Christian do his dad thing, and I've seen things where I would have done something X way and then he does it Y way and it ends up working after like maybe longer than I'd like, but
Whoa,
like
whoa, whoa.
or maybe it's faster, it's just like a trust thing and it's hard. But it's very I totally relate to that struggle. That is definitely hard too. Yeah.
I think help thing's weird because I don't really like when Lady A asks if I need help because I feel like it undermines what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, no, I'm fine. I don't need freaking help. I'll ask for help when I want it. But that's not. She's just being super sweet and asking if I need help. But like I take it so personally. So that's what I'm working on.
Yeah.
Is like, no, I don't need help. I'll ask when I want it. But yeah, I think it's like what Lady A is describing. Like you don't want to feel micromanaged either. Like, hey, can you do it this? And it's like, no, I'm a dad. I can do it my way. I can figure this thing out and like let me learn, So definitely real. Definitely real. It's like it's just your marriage evolving into something else. It's another way that your marriage is like sanctifying you and getting you closer and that you're growing together. I mean, it's a brand new role.
But I will say there's like this balance too, because it's like, okay, but you should also want to listen to the other person of like, hey, what have you done that's worked for you?
Yeah.
Like, we can't be so closed off of like, well, I'm just going to do it because I need to learn. But like, I want to learn based on what has worked in the past. I don't want to just like be walking around with no map when like my partner has, tools that they could
Yeah,
give
absolutely.
to me.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a balance for sure.
Yeah, and I think like the danger there, I think like from what I've felt is that on my end, because I know she knows how to do things better and she's more familiar with things and everything's easier for her with him, for the most part, like it's easy for me to be like, well, it's going to be better if she just does it or if she has it, versus like me struggling or me, making him wake up or making him cry, which I think, like, even there have been sometimes where, like you were saying, I might be like too rough or something like that, where, you don't like that. And then you express that and then I get frustrated. But yeah, I think it's easy when it's kind of one-sided how it is right now, just with like mom obviously being more involved, especially in our situation. It's just easy to be like, well, that's the fastest, easiest, like best way. So like, just keep doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a growing experience. It's definitely a growth in trust of your partner. And for me, I feel like it's better if I can like leave the room or like put in earplugs or like just put in my face mask, because Christian was helping with or has been helping with night shift with JJ, and like for a very long time I kept waking up and going in the room and going in the room and going in the room. Do you need help? Do you need help? Do you need help? And like he had it under control, but I just felt like I needed to be there and kind of supervise, not in like a micromanagey way, but just like I don't want him to feel alone in this or whatever. But it's a fact was like he did feel micromanaged or like under the microscope or whatever. So
I think mostly it's like, let me serve you. If we're both freaking awake, this isn't helping anyone. Like,
right.
Yeah.
might as well you be sleeping.
So
yeah.
cue earplugs, cue sleep mask. And now like, and so I'm like, okay, Christian's figuring it out. I can trust that. And like, I'm going to choose to like be in my own little sleep area and not wake up. Or similarly, if Christian's downstairs with JJ and it's like, it's just good to like go somewhere else, I think, and let them figure it out. And hopefully your spouse will like tell you if they need assistance.
That's a good idea.
All right. That was great. Thank you all so much for your honesty. I think hopefully continue to be honest. I think also like would love to know from you, Lady G and Lady A, like how you've been surprised by your husbands as dads and like things that you love that they do with your sons.
Honestly, just
not
like,
everybody at once.
Oh man.
Calm down.
Can I come back to this one, please?
Give me a week.
honestly, like pretty surprised, just kind of in general. That doesn't sound great. Sounds like you were not prepared at all. But I mean, you were like, you're the baby of like your entire family. Like of all the cousins, you're the young. Like you just didn't have any experience at all with small children, and that was kind of like, oh no, how's it gonna go, kind of thing. But I mean, honestly, you're doing a great job. Like it's really cute when you land on the floor with him when he's doing tummy time and like talk to him. And I don't think I really expected you to kind of like baby talk, but you're always doing your little baby talk to him.
I didn't want to.
I know you didn't want to, but it just happened naturally, and it was.
Can you give us some baby talk? I'm not sure I know what that is.
Babe, you see what you've done? Gosh. What are some things I would say?
I don't know. When you
This is just gonna sound like I'm talking to a dog. I'm not gonna be able to do it.
You got it. You got it.
when you coming from work, we're sitting in the bouncy seat.
Okay.
Rocker.
That was coming.
Hey Jay, what are you doing?
You don't get that high pitched noise.
All right. Well, I don't know what it is.
That was
What are you doing, Jay?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You have a good day with mom?
That was good.
Okay.
That's what it sounds like.
All right. I don't know what that first one was. Got a little Italian there.
Oh,
Also, Josh like loves to just do things like with him. Like loves pushing the stroller.
Oh yeah.
Just so content, just walking around everywhere as long as he can push him in the stroller.
Yeah, I went on a walk with him this week when he was being kind of fussy. We've realized that's kind of a big thing in his like 4 to 6 window is he likes to just not go to sleep during that time, but he'll be calm if he's moving, especially in the stroller. And so I was like, I'll take him for a walk. And she was thinking I was going to like just take a loop around like the apartment complex.
You were gone for
like,
hours.
I went away for like 90 minutes. I was like going to shops. I was walking around parking lots.
That's awesome.
She was like, where are you? And I was like, What did I say?
I don't even know. You said, who knows?
Yeah, she said,
Oh
where are you?
my
I said, who
gosh.
knows?
What does that mean?
That's awesome.
Lady A, how about you?
Yeah. I think I have been wowed by Christians just like sacrificial posture, I guess, with waking up for night feedings and then night feedings earlier on and then now just like waking up during the night with him. Um yeah, I don't know. I don't know if my patience could last the way that his does, and then like to wake up in the morning and like be able to say, hey buddy, you didn't have a good sleep, did you? And like be like kind and like patient and like start anew with JJ every morning, like not bringing in that bad energy from the previous night. I think that is like pretty amazing. So definitely appreciative of that. And I think, yeah, just like how funny he is with him. I think that that's been like a sweet surprise. Not that like obviously Christian's very funny. But he like,
That's up for debate.
we could take a vote, but I would vote yes. I think JJ would too. Yeah, he just like laughs with him a lot and like uses his like funny superpower with JJ. Instead of kind of like seeing him like, oh, you're like a chore, he's like, oh, like let me make like weird noises with you, and like I think that that's really sweet.
Yeah, so Christian sent the video I think last week of him doing this funny faces and funny noises with JJ, and he was laughing. It was so cute. I was like, maybe that's what you got to do. We haven't gotten a laugh yet. We're probably still a little too early, but I was like, let me try it. And I've done it a couple times. It's not natural for me. I don't enjoy it. I don't think he likes it. So yeah, I mean, I think that's special that like he does it, he enjoys it, and like connects with them that way. Like I'm jealous. Like I tried and it just didn't work. So
He just looked at you.
I didn't know what to do. I saw your video and I was like, la, 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 la. He hated it. He was like, "Oh, what's that, buddy?"
Yeah, you can team me up. I'll give some examples if you team me up.
I think you have to be confident. Yeah, Christian, show us how it's done. I think for the listeners at home without the video, that one's gonna be tough.
He also likes peanut butter. Peanut butter. Basically,
Are you saying peanut butter?
Peanut butter gelatin. The idea is basically extreme like mouth movements or like he loves that.
I would say that the first and the last one that he just did are like very funny to JJ. The middle one is more of like that
Yeah, that one sounds scary.
effect. It's kind of shocks him. So he's just looking at Christian like when he does the peanut butter or whatever, his eyes are just super big and he's quiet.
Lady A, could you do you said the first and the third one. What was the third one? Could you do that one for us?
Wow, 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 wow.
I like the shimmy yeah, shimmy yeah. Wah 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 wah. Right. That makes him laugh. Yeah, we're doing our best out here. Thanks, Lady A, for the compliment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks, guys. That was nice. All right, couple more questions, topics here. But we wanted to see if you guys wanted to do your own for mom's ears
They'd
only.
cue you up. For mom's ears only, or if you have any other segments, but for mom's ears only, you can do it. We can plug our ears.
Yep, we can let the moms that are listening. The dads can maybe go out to the garage,
go out to the shed, fire up,
warm up the weed eater.
You got to make sure that engine makes it through winter.
Polish the old shotgun.
Crank some Journey and just enjoy it.
Oh wow!
Yeah, not Journey.
I don't know. Guns N' Roses.
Okay, there we go.
All right. All right.
Oh gosh, I don't know if I have anything. I gotta think. Oh gosh,
we're not even here.
I mean, you definitely can like ask.
Wait, is this for mom's ears only?
I guess I don't know.
Okay, address the moms.
Okay, ladies. You definitely have a lot more power when it comes to just like asking for help or just like anything. Like, I'll just be sitting on the couch and I'm just like, I need some water. Usually he'd be like, what? But now it's like, I get water immediately.
I'm not listening. I'm sorry. Keep going.
And like, it kind of is because of breastfeeding. Sometimes I will breastfeeding him, but other times I just feel like you just need something. You just ask for it and they'll come get it. It's great. Before, I feel like it was like, they might hear you, but they definitely hear you now a little bit louder.
Yeah, that's a good one, Lady G. Gotta think about. I don't know. Maybe
Hold on, is this it? Are you about to do it?
I was just gonna say maybe we can wrap around, but I don't have anything that's coming to mind. Sorry.
That's fine. All right.
And we're back.
How was it? The shed was nice.
Yeah, I did some nice woodworking.
I think I'm gonna make another patio.
Birdhouse?
All right. Well, we have something really special for y'all here at the end. You know we love simulators.
Oh no. Yeah.
Here's how it's gonna go.
I'm smiling so much. You're scaring me.
It's gonna be called the Role Reversal Simulator. For Lady G and Josh, I would be your baby. Josh would be Lady G, and Lady G would be Josh. For us, Josh would be JJ, Lady A would be Christian, Christian would be Lady A. Okay. Make sense? Mm-hmm. There will be a narrator.
I'm Josh.
Yep, there will be a narrator to describe the scenario, and then that narrator would then become your child. Okay?
Okay.
Make sense?
Makes sense.
Does anybody want to go first?
You want to go first?
Oh, jeez. All right.
All right, scenario.
Before we do this, real quick, there couldn't have been much less preparation for this, so we'll see how it goes. Don't feel like
this is always so funny. People that we interview want so much prep, but we don't prep.
Yeah, we
Oh gosh.
We literally texted this idea before we started. So,
all right. Here's the scenario. It's baby dedication week. Family's in town, and you're up on the stage. Okay?
Okay. Wait, we're on the stage?
Yep.
Who's holding baby?
Who's holding baby?
That's for you guys to figure out. Okay.
All right. Okay. Real quick. In this simulator, we had some audio difficulties. What Christian was mainly doing was crying, pretending to be JA on stage, crying. And he also pooped his pants pretty early on. But the audio did not pick that up. So just keep that in mind.
Give me his pluggy. Give me his pluggy. Where's his pluggy?
I don't know, babe. I don't know where it is.
Give me his pluggy.
It's okay, James. It's okay. I don't know. It's in the bag. I'm looking everywhere in the bag. I can't find it.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay. It's fine. Okay, buddy. It's okay.
Do we leave? I think we should leave. I think we need to get
No,
off the stage.
we're not leaving. We're here. My family, my parents are here. Your parents are here. We're not leaving.
This is not how this would go.
Are we ever getting called up?
Yes.
Oh no. The Lady G and Josh, please come to the stage. Please come to the stage with your son.
We're up. Let's go. Pay attention.
Okay, I'm coming. Calm down.
Buddy.
Would you like to say anything for your son?
We just love our baby. We just love our guy, and thanks for being here. May the Lord bless him.
I don't know what you would say.
All right. Josh, you were pretty quiet there on what to say about your son. I guess Lady G, you had no words for your son's baby dedication.
I think if Lady G was on stage,
I wouldn't have said anything. I would have looked at you.
Yeah.
So you should have looked at me. This is all you. You led this whole thing terribly.
Babe, all right, ready? Let's get back into it.
Babe, say something.
Nah.
Say something.
We will do our best to
Babe,
embrace
don't
our
say
son
that. Oh
in
my
Jesus.
God.
Thank you.
God bless you. All right.
Okay.
You guys didn't even change his diaper.
You also didn't.
Yeah, it didn't really come up.
What the pluggy was. I would have tried to explain it to you, and then you would have gotten mad.
Yeah.
And then I would have gotten mad because you still couldn't find it. Come on, you gotta. I know how this exactly would have happened.
Yeah, I didn't This happens when we don't prepare. I didn't really get in your shoes enough there, so
No, you didn't.
a couple times I did.
Yeah, you had a couple good ones there.
I'm sorry.
The signs were good.
We had to go first. Okay. Lady A, Christian, your scenario is it's date night.
Ooh.
And we're taking JJ out.
Oh no.
We're sitting outside at a nice local, let's go Mexican restaurant. Okay. Okay, here we go. And remember, I will be JJ and the narrator / any other characters. Okay.
Wow, babe.
Good evening.
Oh.
Good evening. How are you guys doing?
Never been better.
Okay.
We're
I'm your server. We're
doing great.
I'm I'm your surfer. Are we taking care? Okay. Hey, buddy. Can we get you guys started with some drinks?
I'll take him. I'll take him. No, I got him. I really do.
Babe. Oh, wait. No.
Should I come back? Do you need to look at the menu?
No, it's fine. We can order.
Please give us a second. Yes, please.
It's fine. We can order right now. We already know what we want.
Fine. What do I want then, babe?
We'll take 2 margaritas and chips and salsa.
I'll rock him.
That was the burger. Okay. And any drinks?
No, we wanted 2 more. Oh, here, babe. Can you actually take him?
Yeah, I'll take him. Don't worry. We'll walk around, do a lap.
Oh, thank God he's gone.
Hello. My name is Carlos. I'm the manager here. Been getting a couple noise complaints. It's been a couple noise complaints. Maybe you guys would like to move seats?
No, we wouldn't like to move. We like it out here. We're outside for that reason, actually.
Yeah, we're fine. I don't know. It's just a baby. I don't see what the problem is.
Oh, is he choking, babe? Is he choking, babe?
Feed me.
Just
Oh, he's hungry. I got him. Finally, I get to breastfeed. Can you get my top? Can you get my nursing cover? Everyone's looking.
here it is.
Wow, what a buffoon I married.
And
I think that's all I got.
and that was date night.
And that was,
Wow, you guys
That was
stayed.
much better
You guys
than
stayed
this.
through it.
Great
You didn't
job.
go home.
Yeah, I kept waiting
Yeah,
for
we
her
would've
to
freaked
say, like,
out.
let's go home, babe. As me.
oh yeah.
Is that what you would have said?
Yeah, I would have been like, all right, to go boxes. Let's.
That would have been great. First cry,
would've-
just like peace out. We're done.
That's true.
I fight for it, but then it's just like, I don't want to ruin everyone else's date night.
Yeah, I guess the noise complaint probably would have. Yeah.
Dang, when I did y'all's, I should have simulated someone smelling your baby. It happens every time you get in trouble. Do you guys wear signs? How does that happen, Lady G?
Hey, I'm Pastor John. Let's smell your baby.
Part of every baby dedication is we give them a good sniff.
Yeah, that's actually how they dedicate them. It's no holy water. It's just a sniff.
Sweet aroma.
Well, this was fun, y'all. In the last question here, we just want to give you all the floor. Is there anything you want to say to people who are either expecting or hopeful or maybe are struggling out there, or maybe just a listener who thinks this is a fun show? So anything y'all would like to say?
I don't know if Taylor said this, but when we were hanging out with them, we were talking about how people are like, it gets better, it gets better. No, it just gets different.
Oh.
It just gets different, and that's okay. Like things, if something sucks right now, something else might suck later, but at least it's not that anymore. So you just kind of things change, and it doesn't really. Don't bank on it getting perfectly better.
Yeah, that's good advice.
That's good. Yeah, because you'll always be like disappointed, I think, if you do.
Yeah.
If you ever expected to go back to what it was, it's just different now.
Yeah, it's just different now. And people are crazy enough to do it multiple times. So, there's that too.
Yeah.
It can't be that bad, right?
Right. Definitely.
Lydia?
And the dads are trying their best. They really are.
Thank you. It's good to be seen.
I would say to the families out there to receive and like ask for and line up help before you really like need it. Like before you have like oh my gosh, I need like an oxygen mask on. Like, you want to have that oxygen mask like prepared and like ready to fall. You know, you don't want to be like, oh no, we need to install the oxygen mask thing. Like, you need to like have that thing ready to go. So whether that's like your community, good friends, whether that's counseling, whether that's family coming in town every so often to give you some relief, but you don't want to be in a situation where you're like white knuckling it for so long and then all of a sudden like, oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed. So people want to help. There are like many parents who live in this world and are probably your neighbors and like your community members and friends and family and things like that. So they get it. So I would definitely recommend to ask for help before you feel like you really need it, you know, because then you're like able to tap in when those difficult moments come.
That's good.
It's really good.
Thanks.
Well, thank you all for coming on. Thank you for all you do for our children and for supporting us and loving us and giving us this time to do the podcast. We couldn't do it without y'all.
No problem.
It was fun.
Let's hear it for the moms.
This one's for the girls.
Oh, I got a bonus question.
Nope.
Have you guys thought about your mother-son dance one day?
Oh man.
No. I like see a toddler and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's gonna be our kid. I haven't thought past toddler, honestly.
That definitely makes sense. I work in weddings, so I do think about that every time. And it's weird because before I was a mom,
crying.
Yes, I cry every time I see it.
People are like, "What's up with the coordinator?"
Exactly. I'm like sitting down, I'm like, oh my gosh. But right now, if I were to have that dance with JJ, which doesn't make sense because he's 4 months old, it would be "Joy of My Life" by Chris Stapleton, I think.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Give it to us.
Oh, that's okay.
Tiptoe down.
I'll let Chris handle it.
You are the joy of my life.
That's cool. Yeah,
in the room.
I think it's usually like a again. We talked to Taylor. I feel like that's a girl dad thing. Everybody's always like, "Have you thought about?" Yeah, that was what he said. Have you thought about walking her down the aisle? I was wondering if it was the same way with the moms and the boys.
Boy moms.
Boy moms, that's you guys.
You guys get the cool hats. We don't.
Yeah,
that's true.
All right, guys. This is fun.
Yep.
Love you guys.
All right.
Love you guys.
Love y'all.
All right. It's back to our regular scheduled program here. Dad's Ears Only 24/7. Christian, I think we should save segments for next week. I think we've got a show here.
Yeah, we can double down. Make segments really good for next week. It'll work out.
Yeah, for us, maybe a little foreshadowing here. I think next episode 23, our Jordan episode, I think Jay might be trying the crib.
Ooh. That's a big moment, man. I hope so.
But yeah, that's it for us for Bainty Dose on the Other Dads podcast. Thank you for listening. And to all the moms out there, feel free to shoot us an email. Any feedback you got for us, Lady G, Lady A, any encouragement, any strong takes against Lady A's stance on leashing.
All right, welcome.
We might have to talk about that.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that in our weekly pull-up.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, follow us on social media, send us emails, and we'll be back next week for episode 23.
Some dads are aggressive kissers, and others toss at a pizza. No dad is perfect.
Thanks for being the Other Dads. Peace.
Finger guns.
Game 20 of TOD Pick'em goes to Christian as the Buffalo Bills defeat the New York Jets 23-20. Christian is now up 11-9 in the series.
It's a good beer.
I think it's Corona for me, and then the rest is a pick from a hat.
Might not want to say that out loud. Just we can cut your section.
Why?
What a stupid draft. Yeah, I've had one of the 4. It's stupid.